What's going on, everyone? Ryjack back doing another video. It's a somber one today. Kevin De Bruyne is leaving Man City at the end of this season. I have a lot of thoughts about Kevin De Bruyne leaving the club. I do think it's probably the right time. Maybe even would have been the right time last season, going out on top as a champion of the Premier League and winning our fourth in a row. And he stuck it out, wanted to play another season. We've had some injury problems this year, unfortunately, and it's not been a good season for Man City. Now, his contract is up, and he's looking to find a new club, and I totally understand that, and I'm not going to begrudge him in any way. Kevin De Bruyne is Man City's greatest ever player, and I can say that confidently without any hesitation that comes to mind. David Silva was great. Vincent Kompany was great. A lot of players have been awesome. Aguero has been awesome. Even Rodri, who's now our only Ballon d'Or winner, is awesome. But there is no one that comes to mind to me when I think about greatness and Man City. It's this guy. It's Kevin De Bruyne. He is the reason I am a Manchester City fan. He's the reason I even like football at all, to be honest with you. Back in 2014, I was a very different person. I didn't know much about soccer and football. I didn't follow it at all. It's not super popular here in America, but the World Cup was coming up, and I wanted to watch USA and follow us and kind of see what the hype was about the sport. The USA did pretty well in the World Cup. We advanced to the knockout rounds to play Belgium. I'm sure many of you remember the game, but USA versus Belgium, great 90 minutes. Tim Howard, our goalie, set the record for saves in a World Cup game, and Kevin De Bruyne bossed the game. He scored the winning goal for Belgium, put them up 1-0 in extra time, and set up Lukaku for the second that they got to put it out of reach for the USA. And for me, I was very impressed. I didn't know who Kevin De Bruyne was before watching that game. I didn't know who many of the international players were. I only knew a few of the American players. But from watching that tournament, I thought, man, I got to get into this sport. This sport is awesome. I'm into this. And I knew I needed to find a Premier League team. So for me, Kevin De Bruyne was signed for Man City not that long following after the World Cup. So in my mind, I thought, I've been following the Premier League for a bit. I know that's the best league. I'm gonna be a Man City fan, and I'm primarily going to support this guy, Kevin De Bruyne, who I just think is so talented. I think he's really good, and I was amazed by what I saw. So I follow Kevin De Bruyne, I follow Man City, and now 10 years, 11 years later, I think about Man City every day. It's the most important team I have among all the teams I watch. It's Man City. It's City till I die, and I live over here in the U.S., but I'll be coming to England eventually, and that'll all be because of Kevin De Bruyne. So for me, I understand he's leaving, but it's sad and it's hard to accept that he will no longer be playing for the club that I have come to love because of who he is as a player and as a person. He's obviously an incredible human being, never had any off the field issues, and is nothing but a role model for what a professional athlete should be. So it's very sad, like I said, but I also understand it, and time to move on, and we all get to that point. He said so in his post on Instagram. I'm sure you guys have all seen it, that these good times do come to an end. But we won everything, and that's what he's proud of. So I do have his stats pulled up here just so we can go over them together, show you what an incredible player he is. Career-wise, he's got 108 goals to 177 assists, just incredible numbers. 10 seasons at Man City, 277 games played, 70 goals, 116 assists, with a 186 GNA in 277 games. I mean, that's just incredible. Incredible. Didn't take pens very often, only 4 penalties scored, so he's not a pen merchant or anything like that. Just an incredible player, creator, goal scorer, can find a ball anywhere on the pitch. I mean, if you look at these numbers over here on the left, he's basically the best in the world at everything, as far as a midfielder and what can they do going forward. You don't find better players than KDB out there. They don't exist. You see the assists, 99 percentile, expected assists, 99, 99, shot creating actions, 99, carries, 96, touches in the attacking, 99, progressive passes received, 99 percentile. Top tier numbers. If the Premier League were to hold a vote, he would be named the Premier League Hall of Famer immediately. And I don't know how the Premier League Hall of Fame works, but it is a thing, and it's certainly something I expect Kevin De Bruyne to be a part of one day. As for me, over the 10 years of Premier League football I have watched, he is the best of the last 10 years that I've seen. I know people will argue, there's greats before that, and that's fine. I'm not going to argue with you guys about players who I didn't get to watch because I wasn't exposed to the sport as early as some of you guys were, who grew up in England and watched it from the day they were born. I won't argue, but from 2014 until 2025, he's been the best player in the Premier League, and I think for me that puts him as a 10-year period in a league that is only existed since 1992. If we're talking Premier League only, the guy's on the Mount Rushmore of Premier League players. He's top 4 of all time. You look at these accolades here. 2-time Premier League Player of the Season. He's won 7 leagues. Won the Champions League with Man City. 5 times he was named in the FIFA Pro World 11. 3 times in the UEFA Team of the Year. And he was also 2 times the PFA Players of the Year in the Premier League. This season, I know these stats are not great for this season. 2 goals, 6 assists, but only 20 games played. And it's just a sad day that every fan of a player gets to eventually. Their player leaves the club. And it's just something that you accept and you move on. But, I don't think we should go without showing him the respect that he deserves. The guy is our best ever player, and it's not particularly close to me. City have announced, according to Jack Gorhan, that we will be honoring Kev basically immediately with a statue outside of the Etihad. I think absolutely bang on. If anyone deserves a statue, it's this guy. I mean, even if you wanted to retire the number 17, I would understand that guy has had that big of an impact on the club. He's our Thierry Henry. He's our Messi. He's our Ronaldo. He is the player that brought Man City from being a good team but not competing to being one of the best teams in the world and competing for everything. So for me, I'm bittersweet with the decision because I understand that's what you have to do. You have to go find a better club where you're going to keep playing, and he maybe didn't want to take a little bit scaled back role, and that's fine. It's not a problem. I get it and I accept it, but I don't think it would be wrong to say that any of us City supporters shed a bit of a tear when we read the news this morning because we love Kevin and he's our Man City GOAT. So he will be leaving the club in the summer. It remains to be seen if he will play in the Club World Cup. I think kind of on a poetic level, it would be pretty great to see his final game be the FA Cup final, us win it and lift the FA Cup. That would be pretty great send-off. But, maybe he wants to play in the Club World Cup and lift another trophy. Maybe that's possible as well. So remains to be seen. Hopefully we do find out soon. But yeah, that's my thoughts on KDB. I love the guy. Changed my life. Introduced me to football and to Man City. So for that, I am forever grateful to you, Kevin De Bruyne. Anyway, let me know what you guys think of KDB and his legacy. Do you agree with me? Am I overdoing it with how good he was? I don't think I am, but for me, like I said, best City player ever, top 5 in the Premier League all time, easy. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, and thank you again. I'll be back for the watch-along on Sunday for the derby. So, City till we die. Let's go.